All right, welcome to Texting and Driving Social Impact. This is going to be what I'm calling a mini project because I don't want it to be super overwhelming or take a lot of time necessarily. But I do want us to reflect on our views about how this Texting and Driving lab is connected with our society and some of what we call the social issues that we see. And so, what that means is it's not a secret that people do text and drive, right? And so there are also laws about texting and driving to try and prevent that. And so it does definitely impacts our society. We've seen statistics about uh, you know driving and accidents and fatalities, okay, related to texting and driving. So it is something that's in our culture and our society. And so I think it's important for us to take a moment after this lab to think about and reflect on. So to do this, first I want to show you what the project options are. The first project options, you can write a short essay. So if you just want to kind of answer these questions thoughtfully, maybe write a few sentences per question, you're going to form a little bit of a short essay. Maybe an essay doesn't sound very good. Okay, so maybe you might be more interested in a slideshow presentation. So if you want to create a slideshow, I have here a link that helps give you a little template that, of course, I would want you to customize. I'd want you to add to it, and then you're going to express your feelings. And with a slideshow, obviously, you can do pictures and all sorts of stuff, as well as typing your thoughts. So again, the slides have the questions on there for you, but you can change the titles. You can change, of course, the background and the theme and all sorts of stuff. If you don't want to do an essay and you don't want to do a slideshow, you could also do a video. And so this is Weave Video, a link to Weave Video, and it should ask for you to log in, and you should be able to log in with Google. And then by logging in with Google, it should be linked to your student account, so you can log in with your student account. You should have access to this. It's been a while since I've had students test it, so if I'm wrong, I apologize. But it would be an easy way for you to be able to create a video and record. It's actually how I record all of my lessons. If you don't want to make a video and you maybe aren't interested in a slideshow and you don't want to write an essay, you can come up with your own project idea and get it approved by me. So make sure you ask. But my concern would be that I don't want this to be a super big project. I don't want to be super long, but I want you to think about these 5 questions thoughtfully, uh, and then express that somehow. Okay, so maybe you want to write a song or a poem. That might it's not how my brain works, but it might be how your brain works. But so here is our big kind of scenario. Okay, so consider the following questions. Why do you think people make the choice to text and drive? Again, we've said, we know that people get in accidents, and text and driving can lead to accidents. We know that people have died from this. Lots of young teens die from this while texting and driving. So, why do you think people still do it? Okay, I really want you to think about that, and again, look to answer each question like it's its own topic. So don't just give a one word answer. Don't give a one sentence answer. Okay, really think about what might lead to someone doing that. And two, are there safer alternatives to texting and driving? Okay, what kind of technology is out there? Are there other ways to respond nowadays? And this is something that's continuing to evolve. So you could talk about that. Why are tech companies coming up with new ways to essentially text while driving? And just throwing it out there. I can think of like Siri, for example. You can do voice to text. Okay, so what kind of alternatives are out there, and maybe add to it. Why are tech companies creating these alternatives? Three, have you ever seen the driver of the car you are in right? So it could be a parent, it could be an aunt or an uncle, it could be an older sibling, a friend. They're driving, you're a passenger. Have you seen them pick up their phone and text and drive? And I'm not asking you to, to rat anybody out or say their specific, excuse me, specific name or anything like that. But have you been in a situation where the driver is texting and driving, and then I want you to think about, and again, it's not to shame you or anything, but did you say anything? Is this something that raised a concern to you? And uh, if it was, and you did say something, why? If it wasn't a concern and you did not say anything, then why? Okay, so try to think about what is it in our society that makes us, do some one thing or the other, even though we know it's dangerous. And then four, uh, do you think the laws around distracted driving or texting and driving are fair? Do you think that they should be more extreme, or do you think they should be less extreme? And that leads to question five. What do you think should be done in our society to improve drivers' texting and driving habits? Again, you could answer this in a lot of different ways, and maybe you disagree. Maybe you think nothing needs to be done. Okay, but if you think nothing needs to be done, I want you to really and thoughtfully explain that. If you think something should be done, then can you brainstorm some ideas on what might be a successful tool for our society? Okay, it's kind of a big question, and again, yeah, it's going to be really easy for me to tell if you thought about this sincerely, or if you just quickly answer the questions. And I'm really looking for sincere responses. And so this is due on Sunday, which means you have Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Obviously, I don't want you to have to work over the weekend, but it's a choice, and so I'm not making it due before the weekend. Um, but I think 2 days should be plenty of time in class, and we can talk about it. If you're not sure about how you feel, then we can have some class discussion time about these topics. Okay? If you have any questions, email me, let me know, and good luck.